Because I'm black? Because in the black community, we were supposed to love each other. In the black community, we told people when they went wrong. In the black community, at one time, when we seen somebody making the wrong choice, we chastised them. At one time, when we seen other people's children misbehaving, we checked them. But I think that y'all have gotten this mindset that we don't love each other, we don't care about each other since integration.
How did we meet from?
I shot myself on Instagram and she dubbed me.
And I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. So then I left him.
I wasn't her type.
I left him in my DMs for like 2 months, and then finally I answered him. But I didn't want to like be nothing. I just wanted to just be friends. Like we could be friends. And then after I finally answered him on Instagram, then we texted for like
a long time.
Like another 2 months. And then he was friend zone because I didn't like. He was like, "Am I friend zone?" I was like, "Yes." I was not into him. And then finally, I had to go to a friend's birthday dinner, and I didn't want to go by myself. So he was like, "Oh, I'll go with you." And then he went with me, and then we was in love.
Oh my God. Travis Hunter need to go through that motherfucker phone. I guarantee you, if he go through that phone, I guarantee you it's gonna be some nigga finna chop her down. She do not like Brody, bro. Travis Hunter go through that phone. But he one of them niggas probably, he looked like he tender. He was like, I don't go through phones. Travis, go through that phone. I'm pretty sure all the answers that he needs is inside that phone. Can't nobody convince me otherwise.
I don't know if y'all speaking on Travis Hunter and his girlfriend, but every time I see this young lady in the clip, it's about her having an attitude. It's about like jealousy. It's about like not embracing the moment with her man. When Deion Sanders had to force this baby to stand up to congratulate your man by getting the Heisman Trophy, like Deion literally forced her. Stand up for your man. And this is what you do. The man was taking pictures with his fans and you had an attitude. Like, why you have such an attitude? It's giving like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really happy for you, but I'm just here for this moment because I know it's going to pay off for me in the end. That's just what I'm giving. And I know mamas ain't supposed to get into their, son's business, but mama, somehow you're going to have to step in. Travis, stop it. She's not happy for you. I don't see the congratulatory. I don't see none of the stuff that it should be from a young lady. You know what I'm saying? That's celebrating her man and all of his accomplishments and accolades. Baby, you got so much going in front of you. You are a great person. And it looks like she's trying to make you out to be the bad guy, like you something wrong, or if you not focused totally on her, is she mad? She jealous? Like every time you in a moment where it's of enjoyment or a celebration, she got an attitude. Those are signs to watch.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I am Mona. So I want to go back to the Travis and his fiancée, Lyanna topic, because there have been some newly revealed information and videos that have come out, and I do want to address it. But before I even get into this reaction, I want to congratulate Travis on his Heisman Trophy win. That is a amazing, distinguished honor for him to receive. He earned it. So I definitely want to give him his kudos. I want us to check out this gentleman's video, and then we are going to come back and chop it up. Thank you guys for watching.
Every video of Travis Hunter's fiance just makes her look worse and worse, bro. There's a clip going around where he's taking pictures with fans, and she's like, well, I just gotta sit here all day while you take pictures, pretty much, right? He's like, no, you can go to the hotel, you can do whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then she just stays put and sensitive, right? Somebody professional needs to go ahead and have a conversation with both of them. Travis Hunter is going to be one of the most talked about people entering the draft this upcoming year. When he's in the NFL, he's going to be talked about on SportsCenter, ESPN, all those different, every single week. Every week. And if he has an amazing year, like I'm talking about like offensive rookie of the year, candidate type amazing year, he's going to be talked about even more with more sponsorships, more pictures, more fans, more people, more. Somebody needs to tell her, hey, look, it's his world. Okay? Look, when you outside and you see the fans, his football and all that shit, it's his world. When y'all at home, cool. This is fiance, right? It's cool. That's y'all world together. Over there, with the fans and everything, that's his world. Some wife or girlfriend or whatever in the NFL gotta go and have a conversation with her, because she gonna look. If she love that man and she want to keep him, and he love her and he want to keep her, I love love. Y'all know that. I love love. I want them to be successful. I want them to have a long, long, long lasting marriage. But it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. I'm gonna put the clip at the end of this video. It's gonna get worse. And I don't know either one of them, right? So I'm not one of those people who say, oh, he needs to leave her, blah, blah. But somebody needs to speak to them, for real, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. He's potential superstar. He's gonna have fans galore in the NFL. Especially if he plays the way he's doing at Colorado, he's gonna have fans out the... And oftentimes, you're gonna have to sit there and watch him take his pictures. Yes. If you don't want to do that, don't be there. But if you want to be there and support him, you might need to hold somebody's shit while he's taking the picture. Look, you know what I'm saying? That's just part of the game. Like, you have somebody who's on pace to be a new superstar in the league. You gotta be willing to play the game. I know she's under a lot of scrutiny and everything, and before it was, it's just jokes, yada, yada, yada. But every video just is worse and worse. And that man loves his woman, you know? He really does. He loves that girl. So I hope that he kind of like takes it to the side and like, hey, babe, this is just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody been saying, oh, he's her meal ticket and this and that, and like she's in it for the money and blah, blah. She wasn't that into him before, whatever. I mean, some people start off and they're not that into each other, whatever, and it ends up working out for the best. I don't fucking know. But what I do know is if she can't handle the fact that she has to sit and let him sign autographs for even an hour, 2 hours sometimes, she's going to have a hard time with him while he's in the NFL. All fans know the first couple years for an NFL player, you gotta go crazy. You gotta be focused, locked in, because you can't just depend on that rookie contract. You gotta wait for that second contract to come in. The rookie contract is not enough. That's not the one you're living off of. It's the second contract. That comes in. So we gotta be focused for real. And I think the fans' concern is that you don't want somebody who's going to be a distraction to your obligations as a player and as a sports celebrity, in a sense. You don't want somebody who's going to be a distraction to your obligations to those things. So I'm hoping to get it together, but road to play.
We're going to take one as a group, and that's it.
All right, y'all. So this has been a very interesting turn of events, because in my very first video where I even covered Travis and Lyanna per a lot of you all's requests, I didn't have a whole lot to say about their relationship so much as, you know, should they stay together? Should they, you know, take a break and all of that? And to be honest, I don't necessarily believe in telling a person, hey, you should, you know, stay together, you should break up. But I will say this, there are certain things that are just very clear, very evident. And I do think I've had a change of mind, a change of heart about things. Now, what I say when it all said and done, it doesn't mean a hill of beans, because this is their life, right? And I know a lot of us have probably been in relationships or dated someone that a person who maybe they've cared about us, or as a family member or a friend, they could see things that we can't see. People sprung, henpecked man, okay? This woman may be the best woman that he's ever had. Young man may see nothing but greatness out of her, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? That is his opinion. This is his woman. However, there are certain things that are red flags. I already covered the first red flag, which is how, as a wife, we are to check our attitude at the door and understand that there is a time and a place for certain conversations and disagreements or things we want to talk to our significant other about. I already covered that. Once I saw more videos and interviews of Lyanna and Travis, it all starts to make sense about how she is behaving and her treatment, or what I perceive to be her treatment of Travis. Making public statements such as you kept him on red for months, respond to his messages because she did not think that he was attractive enough for her liking. He was not her type. Or she was exploring her options. And once she got wind of who Travis really was and where he was going, she had to revisit those DMs and really, get back with him, because she probably expected that she would get a response from him. Young Black men excel and do well with their lives and be productive individuals. But let's be honest, if he was not anticipated to have the type of earnings that he may have, especially once he gets past this rookie contract, she would not be with him. She would not probably think twice about him, especially since she already revealed that he was not her type. And by not her type, again, she was not physically attracted to him. And do I think that in all scenarios that if a person is not initially attracted to you, that they can't, become attracted to you down the line? That's a possibility, but I'm always to the belief that if you are not initially attracted to someone, whether it's based off of their character, their personality, of course the physicality, that it's not going to go anywhere, and you are just kind of sticking around to kind of see what else you can get out of that person, or you're trying to make it worth your while. And in situations like that, those relationships tend to be inauthentic, disingenuous in terms of the interactions that you have with that person, and it's just not going to work out. Becoming more and more prevalent, especially when he is at events where he is to, interact and mingle with people who have supported him throughout his college career. He is here spending time with these people, and this is just a preview of things that she can be anticipated to engage in, especially if she is to be an NFL wife. And she is here, instead of her just being quiet, finding something else to do during this event, her even taking pictures with individuals, working the room, networking, whatever you want to do or call it. Instead of her doing something like that, or even staying home, but you chose to come to this event with him, and you are being a party pooper, and you are bringing unnecessary attention to him, right? People are going to watch everything that they do. And I know we talk a lot about why are we in their business and why are people constantly commenting on them, because that is the reality. When you are a public figure and you are out in public, people are going to record you. They're going to be watching you to see how you are, conducting yourself. And that doesn't mean that you should not live your life and do things and, so on and so forth. But you're going to be under a different level of scrutiny than a person who is not a public figure, who is not a known individual, not a celebrity. It's just what it is. So she, in my opinion, was definitely wrong for, publicly blurting that out and expressing her disdain and frustration with being there. Yes, you're going to be there for a while and you need to just be quiet, find something else to do. Travis will continue to go out, have experiences with his fans. He's going to have women throwing themselves at him. It's just going to be a lot, and it's going to continue to thrust her into the spotlight with him because it's a distraction. Like the gentleman said in the video, it is taken away from his moment. This is his arena. This is where he gets the attention. It's not about you right now. And there are some NFL wives who I do follow on social media. She's dating one of the local NFL players where I'm at, and she's at these events. She's shaking hands. She's pleasant, just smiling, and she's just there having a good time, being a support to her significant other while he is getting his shine and doing what he's supposed to do, because they have to do things not only on the field, but also off of the field. That's what they do. So I'm not saying that I'm rooting for them to fail. I will say this, though. I do think that he should take just a listen or consideration to individuals whom he trusts, who may be having some really important conversations, especially when it comes down to protection of not just his assets, but also his public image and understanding what he wants for himself further down the line. And it also appears that he is sure of what he wants, at least from what he's stating in various interviews, to be focused and have his head in the game. And he plans to marry her after he secures his NFL first NFL contract after he's drafted in 2025. So, you know, I just pray that as he's going through all of this, that he gains clarity no matter what the outcome is and whatever or however the majority of individuals may speculate. But I wish him nothing but success. And I do hope that she links up with some NFL wives and they can give her some mentorship and give her some guidance, right? They don't have to tell her what to do because she's an adult, but she definitely needs some guidance in relationships where a person is frequently disrespecting you. If it seems like it's a lot of pull in that person and they're not genuinely interested in being cooperative, and this is both men and women, it could be an indication that she is definitely not as interested in him and his endeavors and supporting him as his significant other. Be problematic because maybe she could have some resentment there and she could be inauthentic, and there's just going to be this ongoing issue of just constant disrespect, and that is just not healthy long term in a relationship. You all think about this conversation? Do you think that him and Lyanna need some counseling and guidance for their relationship, and that whatever that they're going through or whatever we perceive to be as red flags, is this something that can be recovered? Is this something that she can turn around? What do you think? Know down in the comment section. If you've enjoyed my commentary, please leave a like, share this video, as well as consider subscribing to the channel. Until the next video, peace, y'all.
You ain't never got no girl, so why y'all talking about me? Find something else to talk about. Talk about my girl. Go talk about your girl. Go find a girl. Go find a life.
Y'all don't know her like I do. That's my girl. Y'all don't know her like I do. Listen, man, we gotta leave Travis alone. Leave Travis Hunter alone. Brody just won Heisman. Let Cuz do his thing. This is what it looks like when you are in love. And you let love blind you, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're supposed to be delusional about your girl. You're just supposed to. When you are in love with your person, there is nothing nobody can say about that person to you. And that's exactly what he's going through. I got tagged in a video where the girl gave a story time on how they met and everything. Shorty said she was in college and he was in high school. First off, that's a red flag. Whatever. Bro, Doggy said that she used to go to parties and he used to wait outside for her while she was partying because he didn't party or drink. So she would be in the party drinking, probably talking to guys and all this other shit, partying, getting drunk, while he's outside in the car waiting for her. There's nothing you can say to Travis right now. There's nothing. He is simplified right now, bro. Every guy then almost went through it if y'all haven't. Well, I haven't done no crazy ass shit like that, but Cuz used to wait outside in the car while she partied drinking tequila.
When a woman truly loves you, she speaks differently. She does not get on camera and say, oh, well, he wasn't my first choice. I didn't like him. He followed me to the party. You don't speak of your man in that way. If you truly have a heart for him, she is tolerating you until she gets tired enough to take you for everything you got, and you're not willing to listen because you are emotionally tied, which a man should never be or do. I know that a lot of women's gonna be mad at what I gotta say about this, but a man should know that she wants you more than you want her. If you want her more than she wants you, it's gonna end bad, and you are gonna have a stressful relationship because you are gonna be trying to do everything possible to keep her in your life, and there's gonna become a time period where she just don't care no more. Even in the interviews, you say, well, I make sure that I have my hands in a certain way. I make sure that I do this a certain way. The fact that you are behaving like a puppet and not a man when you are in a relationship shows that you are not there with confidence. You are there out of insecurity. Your relationship was never built on love. Your relationship was not built on trust. Your relationship was built on stipulations of if you behave in a certain way, she's going to accept you. If you do certain things, she's going to accept you. And I don't want to hear, well, I moved in with her first because she knew that it was a benefit at the end goal. These type of women have an end goal. And it seems like a lot of black men don't realize that. And I don't want to make this about color, but I find it weird how y'all are willing to step out on your black women and go above and beyond for these women that truly do not love you. She don't love you, and I'm being real. I'm not saying she can't love you, but her actions of a woman don't show that she love you. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if a woman truly loves you, she's going to speak a certain way about you. She's going to portray you in a certain way. She does not care about your image. She does not care about your behavior. She does not care about anything because she continuously says, I never liked him. I never wanted him. He was not my first choice. That means that she never loved you.
The moment Travis Hunter loses it all, his girl is gone. She's leaving. She's absolutely leaving. Now, I'm not wishing any type of ill will on anybody, but I have some experience in this sector. Me and my wife We met when I was playing college football. Now, before I was a starter, All-American, NFL draft prospect, I was a redshirt. I was sitting on the bench. But you know where my wife, well, she was my girlfriend at the time. You know where my girlfriend was at the time? In the stands. Every single game that I'm sitting on the sideline watching the starters play. But the kicker is, all of her friends were dating starters. So she's wearing a jersey for somebody that don't even play with all her friends. We'll never know if she's ever going to take half, if she's going to leave him, if she's just marrying him for his money. But me personally, when I was on that path into the NFL, I lived by a code. I was never going to get with a woman that I met when I became successful. Because I never knew if you were going to be there for me or not, or you were there just for the ride. Now, my wife, she showed me she was there through thick and thin. Sitting in the stands while all your friends got starters for boyfriends. And your boyfriend is the one that's sitting on the bench. We don't even know who he is. Oh, that's crazy work.
I'm going to be addressing all this stuff online because I'm tired emotionally and mentally of seeing people try to make me out to be a person that I am not. So Travis, when he first ever DM'd me, when we first met, I said I left him in my DM for 2 months, and people said, oh, she left him in his DM until she figured out who he was. That is not true at all. The real reason Travis sat in my DM for 2 months is because he DM'd me when he had a girlfriend, and her name was in his bio, so I instantly knew he had a partner. So I exited the message, and he sat there until he was single. I don't do home wrecking. I'm not a side piece. I don't stand for any of those things. I support women, so I would never do that to another woman because I would never want it done to me. I ignored him until he was single. That's the real reason he sat in my DM. Then the second thing, when I said he wasn't my type, I did not mean attractiveness. I don't have a physical type, period. No two men that I previously dated looked the same. My first one was a white cowboy. Second one was a Mexican soccer player. Then I dated a black man who was a SoundCloud rapper. And then Travis. So I have never dated the same type physically. I don't care about what people look like or what they can give me. I date people for who they are as a person, how they honor God, and how they treat the people around them. And Travis is all the above. So when I said he wasn't my type, I meant because he was younger than me. I had never dated no one younger than me, and he had cheated on his girlfriend. I don't know if your type is cheaters, but mine isn't. So no, he wasn't my type at first off of those two things, but that didn't discredit the fact that I was attracted to him. That's obviously why I gave him a chance. And then I learned he truly is a phenomenal and wonderful human being, and that's why we're together, and that's why we're still together to this day. So that's that. Okay, the next clip was at the game after they just won like their last game. People thought I was upset with him celebrating with cheerleaders. I don't know where that came from because he never celebrated with cheerleaders. So that, I don't know where that started, but that's not what I said. But what y'all didn't see before the clip, me and him were talking. We had already interacted. I had already said congratulations. I had already kissed him over the fence that we couldn't get through. So the real reason why I was mad is because the security, and you can ask any of the family members who was actually there, they didn't want no one to storm the field. So they had 1,000 security people holding everyone back. But the people on the field were like, let the family down, like the family can come down. So everyone was going back and forth. I was arguing with the security guard because he wouldn't let no family through, but they let the cheerleaders on the opposing team get through the fences. So I was like, so when I finally got down to the field, that's why I told Travis, like, he had already seen it. I already congratulated him. We had already spoke, got on the field, and then I was upset because I had just finished arguing with somebody. And then what y'all don't see after 5-second clip is right after that, I let it go. I was like, like celebrate. We took pictures. We were with our families, and then we went to his meet and greet. Had another wonderful event there. That's all that happened in that. That was literally that. Nothing. It was not deeper than anyone made it out to be. And yeah. Next clip, the Adidas pop-up shop this past weekend. People are saying that I'm like, what am I supposed to do, to sit here? That's not what I said. First of all, I said, baby, do you want me to sit here, or do you want me to go with the family, or do you want me to come with you? Because what y'all don't know, again, off of a 7-second clip, is those weren't fans, by the way. He had already finished that part. He had finished meeting with the fans. I was there the entire time, taking pictures, talking to them, everything. The girls that were there, they were the Adidas, they worked for Adidas. So we were taking pictures for social posts. That's who those people were. I wasn't annoyed with no fans at all. I'm never annoyed with fans. So that's what that was. And then Travis was getting ready to leave. He had to be at a rehearsal for the Heisman ceremony. They had to do walkthroughs and stuff like that. So I was asking him, I was like, do you want me just to sit here? Do you want me to go back to the hotel? Like, do you want me to wait for our family? Because his family was in there shopping. Because Adidas let them go pick out stuff in the store. It's like a 4-story Adidas. So they're all doing that. I was like, what do you want me to do? Like, do I stay here? Do I come with you? Like, what? And he was like, you can do what you want. Like, you could sit there. You can go shop. You can come to the hotel. You can walk around. That's what he was saying to me. I don't know. Like I said, the things that I see people make up is truly crazy because it's not what happened. And I just think people are just finding every single little thing and trying to make it something it's not. And then bird brain individuals are just accepting what they see online. Okay, now the last thing, this actual Heisman ceremony. This is making me so mad because anyone who knows me knows I support Travis in every win, everything he does, because I truly, truly love that man. He is perfect in my eyes. So when his name was called, I instantly was gonna, if you watch the video, you can see me like, but his mom didn't get up. So I was like, oh, maybe I don't get up, maybe I just sit here with her. So I sat there, and then y'all said Coach Prime had to tell me to get up. No, he didn't. He said, go get him. Go get your man. Like, and once Travis stood up, but he didn't have to do that because I was going to do that anyway. As soon as I seen Travis get up, then I thought it was appropriate to stand up, greet him, congratulate him. But then there was a camera right in front of Coach Prime, and I knew they were going to film that moment. And because of how people are online, I was like, I don't want to be in that shot, so I'm going to sit down. So I try to sit down so I'm not in the camera while I'm crying. People are going to be like, oh, why is she crying? Like, you know, stuff like that. And so I got out of the camera purposefully so they can have their moment. That's all it was. No one told me to stand up. No one had to tell me to celebrate with him. I was just sitting there crying. I wanted to take it in myself too. I was super excited for him. But I wanted the moment to be about him and his family. And that's another thing. People are like, why did he sit next to her? Why was his mom? We had assigned seats. I didn't have a choice where I sat. They are obviously going to put someone and their partner together. So I had the seat right next to him because that was my assigned seats. I didn't have a choice. And then the hugging thing. Travis came and hugged me because he just went down the line. I was first in line, then his mom, then Coach Prime. He came straight to me first. I didn't tell him to do that. I didn't have to tell him to do anything. He's a grown man. He can do what he wants. But yeah, everyone is making this crazy narratives in their head. So I just wanted to clear it up. And that is the truth. That's what happens in all those videos. And I will not be addressing this again. I didn't want to address it, but here we are.